Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mr. Cardenas. Hope you guys get a chance to see the video yesterday. We're going to kind of just talk a little bit more about that, but I want to talk more specifically about some of those preventative measures that I read in the comic. And I want to kind of share some of those things. I do have a little activity for you guys posted online that you can do to fill out. And these are just ways to express your ways of how you guys can be preventative in spreading germs and things like that. So we're going to kind of talk just a little bit about some of those important things that we need to do. Preventative measures, for those that don't know what that term or word means, basically think about when you brush your teeth. We brush our teeth in the morning and before we go to sleep. Sometimes we'll do it throughout the day, but that's a preventative measure. We do that so our teeth can stay clean, we don't get cavities, our breath smells great. That's a preventative measure. If we stop brushing our teeth, then all those other things, bad things will happen in our mouth. We get bacteria, we'll have cavities, or they may change colors, our teeth may hurt. So we do that, we brush our teeth so that all those things don't happen. Same thing with all the stuff we're talking about today, or I'm going to talk to you guys about today. These are preventative measures. These are things that we practice and do daily so that we don't get sick, we don't get others sick, and we don't spread germs. So one of the first things it's going to talk about in the worksheet is avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, putting your things in your mouth. Those are really big, important ones, because if your hands are dirty for some reason, and you hadn't washed your hands in a while, if you go touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, you're letting those germs or bacteria into your body, and they can make you sick. So that's why it's important just to avoid touching those areas on your face. Another part is just washing your hands. Y'all saw in the video yesterday how powerful soap is and how it deters, well, that's exactly what it does. When you wash your hands, it kind of kills those germs and that bacteria. So that's why that's important. So frequently wash your hands. There's no rule of thumb of when to do it and things like that, but just be cautious of it. Think about it. Have I been touching a lot of things? I should probably go wash my hands. Before I eat, I should probably go wash my hands. Maybe after I eat, I need to wash my hands. If I've been outside for a little bit, I should probably wash my hands when I come in. So just thinking about those things throughout the day is an important way to do that. Another important thing is to cover your cough and your sneezes. If you guys sneeze or cough, this is more helpful to prevent other people from getting sick if you are sick. So we always want to make sure that we are coughing into our elbow or, right here. We don't want to sneeze and cough like this, because if we do that, then our hands get dirty. And if we just wipe our hands or we touch other things, then those surfaces become contaminated as well. So coughing in your elbow is a good one that you'll see a lot of people do. And the last one is on the worksheet, it's going to talk about staying home when sick. So I know a lot of you guys are at home anyways, but even if you are feeling sick, or you have, if you're not feeling well, not interacting with other siblings and parents and kind of keeping your distance from them while you're sick is important. So those are just some of the examples on the worksheet. All you guys are going to do is just explain what you guys are doing right now, or how you can do those things to prevent germs and things like that spreading. So that's kind of it for the lesson today. I do want to talk real quick about a word you may be hearing a lot. It's called social distancing, and what that means. All it really means is that you kind of keep your distance from other people. So if you're interacting with other people outside of your home, which you probably really shouldn't be at this time, but I know there are people, having to get food and things like that, and maybe more so your parents, but they're just saying that you stay 6 feet apart from other people and just keeping your distance. So that's just something I wanted to explain in case you guys had any questions. I did have a question yesterday about yesterday's lesson about, well, Mr. Cardenas, how do we know if something's dirty, and how do we know if something we touch is dirty? And that's a great question. The answer is we don't. We don't know if something's dirty unless you've seen somebody that has rubbed their nose and have boogers everywhere and have touched something. Then you know that surface is dirty and you don't want to touch it. But if you hadn't seen it, then you really don't know. That's why it's important for you to just kind of be mindful. And if you are, touching things or touching a lot of surfaces, it's a good idea to wash your hands. And also just to clean surfaces throughout the day as well is another preventive measure to make sure things are clean around the house. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions about today's lesson, go ahead and comment on that area, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you guys. Tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about emotions, because I know a lot of you guys are probably feeling a lot of different emotions right now. Boredom might be a big one, but there's also probably some other emotions that you guys are feeling. So we'll talk a little bit about that. I'll also kind of reach out to you guys and see like what emotions are you feeling, and maybe we can talk about some of those in the coming weeks as well. So you guys stay safe. Miss you guys. We'll look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.